Hello, hello. Absolutely everybody, their nans, your uncle, and that weird bloke round the corner who still collects match attacks at 72. It's preheated oven here. And we're here for GT3. Alright, GT3, the illustrious GT3, week 8 at the Nürburgring at the GP, as Mikey's preparing the room. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, except for you, Owen. Fuck you. And hope you're all ready to race and watch some racing as well. This is it's going to be fantastic. Already got Faber in the chat, my second favourite German behind Sebastian Vettel. Fantastic though. Let's see what the boys doing. So I don't believe there's 3 races tonight. Gonna have to double check that. Oh my god, I've got to turn my sound down because I can hear that Aston Martin from another postcode. Just bear with us, would you? Would you just a kind second, please? There you go. That's a lot better. We got Homer in there as well. Mr. I don't want to race in GT1 or can't race in GT1 but should race in GT1. You pricks, you're too quick. Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely supporting already. But yeah, so we've got the Nürburgring GP in the Group 4s and the Astons. Hard tyres only. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I do like Vettel more than Schumacher. I know as a German yourself you're going to fucking hate that, but I like the way Vettel drove. He was very angry all the time, and I really like that. And he's very smart. Schumacher just made everything a bit boring. Great racer though. Oh, evening, Derek. Good evening, son. It's like Phoebe. I don't like Hamilton, but my favourite English driver was Jenson Button. Max. Yes, Max. Hello, Max. Congratulations, Max. We love you, Max. So the average time around here, I reckon on a hard tyre, you'll see people up in between, I think, low 208s, high 208s to maybe the 206s, sorry. Oh, yeah. There you go. There's your one for the day, Max. Hope you enjoyed it. Crack open a cold one. Diet Coke, because I'm on a diet. Realise I put on too much weight. So we've got a couple. Man, that is a phenomenal livery. Past you, I did. That is fantastic. Royston, hello. Hello. We're not going to give Odon much screen time tonight because of this fucking reason. Absolute donut. Fuck you, Owen. Really is all I can say. But we'll see if how it all goes. Oh, Fever, thank fuck for that. Everyone slates me for hating Hamilton, but I just think he's a bit of a knob. Hamilton at McLaren, elite, arrogant piece of shit, drove like he wanted to punch his wife in the face. Right, but Hamilton at Mercedes has become this woke person. So, no, nothing less today from me. Let's go team. Let's go champ. Let's go champ. Hello, Andy. Enjoy your win. Andy, what times are you setting? If you can hear me, what times are you saying? And we are already about to get underway with qualifying. Can we get some early predictions in the chat, please, for who we think is going to be on pole? Is it going to be, I mean, if you saw GT2 last week, fucking Mikey came out of nowhere and won and beat the whole of the GT2 grid in the Porsches on the Super Softs. On the Super Softs? Oh my god, Sports Softs. So, we'll see what happens there. I'll go through the grid, and I've no idea, pretty much my first lap's qualifying. Good on you, son. Good on you. I'll just run you through the standings for GT3 at the moment. So, Matt Mann leads by 7 points to Tom Duval. So, Matt's banged out a lovely livery as well here. We can't see it at the moment. It's a Star Wars one. So, Tom Duval, who he was okay last week. He would have expected more, I think, in race 1, but he did do quite well. Third is then Derek. He's had 2 wins this season and 2 poles, so I think, if I'm right in saying, he has won both races from pole. Now, FaZe, Potter and Odom, the brothers, are 4th and 5th. Huge improvement from when they first started, but they're on the same points. So, relationships between each other are very futile at the moment because it depends who wins this. Andy obviously missed, I think, the first 2 races. He's in 6th. He is 9 points behind Odon and FaZe Potter, so a good result here today. Could see him lift that. He's had 6 wins, I believe. Yeah, 6 wins. Actually, the most by 3 in anyone else in the division. So we've got Zomla in 7th. Zom's had a good season as well. Mikey in 8th. He'll fucking hate me for saying that. We've then got Oblivion, who I didn't realise actually on the wheel this season, so big up Oblivion, he's in 9th. Goose is in 10th, unfortunately can't make it today, I believe. So Goose is not with us tonight. Max Def is in 11th, congratulations to Max as well, for everyone please, he has just had a child. I wish you a long life and prosperity, however I don't envy you for your spare time that you no longer have. Beach is in 12th. Zombie, who isn't unfortunately racing with us for the rest of the season, and then Azus in 14th, who Mr. I don't fucking care, and I don't practice, and I can say that because he's my best mate. So, they're underway. They're just enough time to go around for me to write and read all of that. Matman did indeed got shafted last week. Yeah. I hope he did indeed report the awful driving. The reports were in, which was really good. I believe, yeah, Dusty's not qualifying. Dusty is coming in as a replacement this evening. Faber, still Mika Hakkinen is the one I like the most, apart from Schumacher. Yeah, I was having a conversation actually the other day of underrated drivers with a colleague at work. So in the chat, who would we say is our most underrated F1 driver? Right, I think there was a few up there who didn't get the love they deserved. I quite like Kobayashi. I think Kobayashi was quite good. Yeah, I think one of my mates said Pedro De La Rosa. So throw some out there, guys. Good evening, Carl. Love you, Carl. And I was throwing it back as well. We're talking about the F1 Championship Edition. If anyone watched that, Young Kimmy was good. Stroll, fuck off, Carl. F1 Championship Edition on PS2 with Takuma Sato and Yuji Ide at Super Aguri. Juan Pablo Montoya is a great shout. And then we had Albers at Midlands. I can't remember who his teammate was. Christian Albers. It wasn't Klein. Klein was at Red Bull. And Scott Speed and Vitaliano Liuzzi. Liuzzi was fucking dreadful. I'd say Jarno Trulli. Jarno Trulli's up there for an underrated driver. Hulkenberg, yeah, Hulkenberg. Juan Pablo Monmatman. That's a fucking brilliant name. So we're on board at the moment with the fresh and new baby daddy. Rapid at times, Max. Just needs to be a bit more consistent, but he's doing well. Mikey set the fast time with a 2:07.2. It's a very good time for Mike. My fastest when doing a few laps with Owen was a 2:06.4. So there is time in that. Derek goes current P2 with a 2:09 thread. That's saying one. Odon with a 2:07.7. That's actually one of the fastest laps he has produced so far. And Face Potter goes behind him with a 2:08.3. So, has Owen listened to my advice? I've told him to stop fucking stabbing the throttle throughout corners, because he does this quite a lot and it really does wind me up. So let's see what he does. It is indeed. He's catching to the back of a Zeus here. If I was a Zeus, I'd move out the way, yeah. Zeus isn't going to move out the way. He wants his own lap as well. Run really wide there. Zeus is going to compromise Owen's lap. If I was him, I'd just back off. Get some clean air behind him. Mikey is in pole. I know. Faber, we're having. I mean, Faber, were you there for the GT2 stream to see him win, which was even worse? And we're on board with Dusty. I love Dusty. Oh my god, he's got a Jurassic Park livery, is it? No, it's not Jurassic Park. What is it? Loose Goose. Oh, I thought it was Jurassic Park. That's really upset me. Carl, I feel like you'd like this. You'd like this joke. So my dad is an electrician. He's got a bloke who works for him. He's in his 70s. He's been an electrician all his life. So they call him Jurassic Spark, which I found incredibly amusing when I found out. Is Max deaf, or can he hear the sweet engine noise of the car? I assume he can hear the sweet engine noise of the car. I don't really know. We're on here with Johnny Boy, who got invalidated lap time last time, but it's 2 minutes 10. It's not an awful lap time. See if he shaves some time off here. Tom Duval goes pole with a 2:07 flat. That is rapid from Tom. Really, really good driver from Tom there. Derek goes into the 207s as well. Zom with a 210.6. It does improve, only because it's his. Yes, people, we love that. But it's not better than his 210. So at the moment, it is Odon in third, Mikey in second, and Tom Duval in first. 2/10 obviously separate first and second here. Andy's just gone. I didn't practice in the first couple of laps, and he set a 2:07.3. So lovely livery on Andy's car though. It's a new one. Sunday Express. It's very old-fashioned. Matman with a 2:07.5. Great lap. Yes, we are right. Carl doesn't have his hearing aids and he can't hear a fucking thing. It's what old age does to you. Odon still hasn't backed out. He's still chasing. He really needs to move out the way or back off. Now Harry's got the trot position. Either going to go around him or move away. Smith has got a party invite. We will actually be on comms together, and if that is actually a thing, 2 brummies, 1 bald, 1 full of hair. It'll be like 1 tall, slightly weird, freaky man, and then 1 smaller, beautiful, full of head of hair, mate, just gorgeous bloke in the commentary box. So Matt Man is 4th. He's purple in sector 1. Let's see if he can help himself here. Has Odon moved away from Zeus? He has. He's dropped back. Predictions for this race. I'm not going to put money on Mikey. I'm going to say race 1 will probably be Tom Duval. But it depends if he makes any mistakes. Andy's quite a consistent driver. You can't really write Andy off, but Matt's right there about as well and sniffing. Depends if Matt's got the outright pace and if Andy can keep lapping at a 2:07.3. I think Face Potter and Odon's the race to watch, I think, for tonight. Derek as well. You can't write Derek off. I say that he's just gone with a 2:07.3 there, splitting Andy and Mikey up. You can't write Derek off. He's a very quick driver. Zom, Max, Def, Johnny and Azus all looking to improve. Johnny with a 2:09.3, Max with a 2:09 flat, and Zom with a 2:08.8. And Zeus hasn't gone past the 2:12, 2:10, sorry. And Carl's in the pits. Yeah, a Liverpool car in 5th is preparing for next season. He's now in 6th, which is even better. Pagani, I have said we're not going to give him too much game time, stream time at the moment because of this livery. I'm really fucking angry with him. So let's go to his better brother. As Matt has improved, I have seen that. Luke's had a really good season. His brother has caught him. Oh, it's Lennon. Hello, son. I'm going to go off him because I've just made him. Yeah. Well, Matt's ahead of Andy now with a 2:07.3. Could be interesting. This the top 3 Mikey's picked up a fucking. Oh my god, Mike! For God's sake. The top 4, 5 really, I think could win this. Sorry, Owen. We don't love the livery, Lennon. Shut the fuck up. Stop giving him help. It's disgusting. Face Potter is now caught up to the back of Azus, who at the moment is the fucking steam train of the group. The fat controller, controlling the pace of the group. He just needs to back off. Oh, God's sake, they punted each other. It's brilliant from the 2 Brummy lads. Fantastic. It's a good thing they know each other. Right, so let's see. Everyone's on their final lap now. Tom Duval is coming across the line. Does he improve? He doesn't. He doesn't improve. Well, we've got Derek coming up next. Does Derek improve? He's got a penalty, so it won't count. And he did go faster. Wounder for Derek. Mikey's not on a hot lap. Mattman is in 4th and Andy is in 5th. Let's see. Luke's not going to improve. Who's that having a mare there? It's his brother Odon. Let's see if he can get a better lap in. He can't. Face Potter definitely can't. Matt's going to go across the line. He improves. He's up to 4th. Sorry, it's Andy. Sorry, it's gone above him. Matt's coming round the final corner now. Rain is a possibility. And judging by the clouds, I think it may fucking rain. So, please, buy your wet tyres if you're in the stream. Matt doesn't improve. Who is left? I think that is the finishing order. So, Andy pipping Matt just at the last second there. Very close between these three. Derek with a Mike's got a 2:07 2:79. Derek has a 2:07 3:08. Andy has a 2:07 3:18. And Matt has a 2:07 3:50. All within 3/10. That is phenomenal. Really, really good. 6/10 separate the top 6 and a second the top 7. Max, Zom, Johnny and Azus are all behind in their own little battle. So this could be one bloody good race. And with rain as well, this could be very interesting. But Tom takes pole. I think we're waiting for Carl to do something. No, just now. I'm going to put a reminder. Just in case. Want to make this fun. So, how we're pet. Geordie Matt just lost 4th place, but by the power of Bobby Robson, he will get the place back by the end of the race. Fucking Bobby Robson. I feel like Matt and every Geordie has got some sort of Alan Shearer tattoo on them somewhere on the body. Don't worry, you're lucky I know what you meant, Danny. So that is, we'll quickly just have a look at it. Tom, Mikey, Derek, Andy, Matt, Odon, Face, Potter, Max, Def, Zom, Johnny, Azus and Carl starting at the back. So it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, look at those lap times on the right hand side between Tom in first and really Odon in 7th. But here we go. Pagani, if you've got one on your penis, I'd really like to see it. Zom sending it with a ho-ya. Right, so early predictions. There's 14 laps. It was very cloudy by lap 9. By lap 5. Zom is technically in first, but not in first. I'm hoping this is a stream thing, and hoping it changes itself. It has indeed changed itself. Okay, and they're off. Looks like there's good traction there from Tom and a good launch from Mikey as well. Derek and Andy. I think Derek's got off to a slow one there. Andy's got the inside. Let's see, does anyone make it? Andy's gone down the inside of everyone. Forced Tom a bit wide. Tom's still got the lead. They're 3 wide into the next corner. Tom holds. Andy's going around the outside of Matt. He can't. Can he get it done? He can. Derek's sending it down the inside of Matt, who's got Andy up his inside as well. Turns back. Derek's going to have a nice run off there. He should avoid a penalty through there. Odon's sniffing about. Odon's moved up 1. So has Face Potter. Mikey's dropped down to 7th after that disastrous turn 1 for him. Johnny Boy. Dusty's up 2 already, and Azus is at the back in his home position. So, after the start of Sector 1, the end of Sector 1, sorry, start of Sector 2, Tom Duval leads by 1.1 seconds. This could be crucial for the championship for Tom. Matt needs to get his move on. He needs to build up a gap to Andy. Andy's a big chaser here with 6 wins so far. Odon's up to 4th. Face Potter up to 5th. Derek has dropped back down into 6th. Right by Mikey now. Tom Duval still leads comfortably. Azus is at the back. He just needs to follow the line, learn the track. Oh! And that is, I believe, an Old Spice being punted off by someone there. And Azus has taken Zom. Power of Bobby Robson is indeed with Matman. But he has got someone very special behind him in Andy. So here we go. End of lap 1. Odon's had a great start. Got to keep Derek behind him and keep up with Andy. But at the moment he's beating his brother. Max has picked up a penalty, so he's going to drop back. No more penalties. So as they come across the line, Tom Duval leads at the end of lap 1. Matt is in 2nd. Andy in 3rd. Odon all the way in 4th. A great start for him. He's not going to defend the inside because he doesn't know how to defend. Derek's in 5th, going to be 4th. Face Potter 6th, Max Def 7th with a penalty, Mikey 8th, Johnny Boy 9th, Zom 10th, Zeus 11th, and Dusty Fossil is in 12th after his impressive start and being punted off. So, Tom is checking out already. It's 2 seconds already, and I think the defence from Matt to Andy, you know, the race isn't won on lap 2, they need to work together. Andy's quicker, just let him through, follow him through, let him catch Tom. Let Tom do the defence. He is defending this hard. Derek has managed to get past Odon into turn 1 and kept it as well, so Odon's back down to 5th with his brother behind him. Max Def's got a penalty, so Face Potter shouldn't worry about behind him. Mikey's sniffing now, he's back up into 7th with this max penalty. So Matt still holds off Andy by 6/10. Tom's checked out with 2.5 seconds. Derek with his lovely liquid molly livery there, working his way back up. At one point was in 7th. He's doing well. Odon's under pressure now from his brother behind him. Unfortunately, they're 2 Liverpool fans. I'm sure Lennon will love that one. Oblivion obviously isn't here at the moment. He has had to go and do an errand for the family. Should be with us next race or the race after, hopefully. Dusty Foxwell has caught the back of Zeus, so that's good for him. Still 2.2 seconds ahead. Matt's gained a 10th on Andy through the final sector. And Derek is hunting down those two as well, leaving Owen away. He's got half a second to his brother behind him. Shouldn't be too difficult now for Lou to just stay with him. He might get a penalty for that though. He's abusing all the track as he can there. Rightfully so. Clip and clop, this is indeed. This is Salah and Mane. But more B-Tech, it's like Barini and Lambert. Be a good battle for these two. Telling you, same points in the championship. Brothers, ex-teammates for 2.5 seasons, 3 seasons now. Finally against each other. Same points, 4th and 5th and 6th in the constructors. The constructors in the drivers' championship. Can't even get my words out. This could be important. He's only going to defend. He's run very narrow there. Good defensive line, leaving Luke nothing. Luke's gone for the inside, narrowed his own line down. He isn't going to get that one done. Behind him, Max has... Oh, Mikey's gone really wide, and so has Johnny Boy. Max has managed to avoid it. Will they get a penalty for that? They get away with it. You can run really wide on the exit of that corner, over the Astro. Carl's managed to get past Somlar as well, and Azus is still with him as well, which is good. Tom's not pulling away anymore, so this could be interesting. Matt has been closed down by Andy again. Derek hasn't managed to catch the back of them. Odon still ahead of his brother, very important. But importantly enough, Face Potter's picked up a 1 second penalty. This is going to give Owen some breathing room, and not only that, it might put another car in between him and his brother. Might be Max, and it might be Mikey as well. Luke might, he's got to be careful here. Luke's got to have a good sector, gain some time as much as he can. It looks to be that he's gone there clean. As you do, you coast around this on the power early as you can, run as wide as you can. Yep, he's got it. He's moved over to serve his penalty. What happens to Luke? So, we're on board. Owen's pulling away. On board with Max Def. Max gets past him. Mikey's got the run, but I think Face Potter should be clear. He is. Only loses 1 position there. As we go over the final 2 curbs. Yes, he's got it. And very lucky for Luke. He needs to get past Max now and catch back up to his brother. Very close to the inside pit lane wall there. Odon needs to pull away. So, fastest lap of the race so far goes to Andy with a 2:06.7. Very good lap from Andy. Matt with a 2:07.1. Oh, Derek's run really deep into that corner. Face Potter is not a big Phoenix Knight fan. No, he's not. Unfortunately. I.e. Brian Potter. Yes, absolutely he is, I mean. Yeah. Could you please tell us what Osset United is, please, Danny? I'm really, really intrigued. So, anyway, back to the racing. Andy still hasn't got past Matt. Interestingly, if I was Matt and I knew Andy was quicker, I would just sit behind Andy here and let him catch Tom. He catches Tom. Tom's 2.5 seconds up the road, and you're not catching him. So, bit intriguing there. Derek is caught onto the back now, so Derek could be in slipstream range next time we go onto the straight. Odon's got 2 seconds to max left behind him. Face Potter's still there as well. Mikey might have had an incident there. He is 1.9 seconds behind now. Yes, that is right, Goose. So he should be back. I was in a party with him earlier. So we got Carl, Mikey, Face Potter now. And Max Def on the back of this. It's not even a train. It's 2 seconds. I am stupid. Zeus just fell off my local non-league football team. Danny Wright, I absolutely love that, mate. Support your local. Unlike 2 players in our racing league here, this tit being one of them and this tit being another one. Support your local. That's all I say. Big up the Villa. We love the Villa. So, Andy still hasn't got past Matt. Derek is still not in slipstream range, and Tom DeVal is 2.5 seconds up the road. Just going to quickly send the big bold bloke party invite. I believe that's the right one. Let's hope for the best anyway. So. Okay, now that's bloody cool. 2 teams merged. One had a unicorn logo, the other had a sheep logo, and now we have both in the logo. That is really, really cool. Oh, I quite like that. So Tom DeVal decided to pick up the pace again, as he normally does. Just 3 laps of consistency, and then he's like, yep, you know what, nah. I can see a Mikey in 11th. I can indeed. Well, fuck off then, Lennon. No one wants to talk to a fucking Liverpool fan, alright? Go drive your Lexus and fuel save somewhere, would you? Bloody hell. Love you really, man. So, Matt's pulled out a bit of a gap to Andy, and Andy has in fact fell into the clutches of Derek behind him. He's gone down the inside, and he's going to have a much better run out of the exit at the corner, though. It's the only issue with running in deep into that corner. So, Face Potter has dispatched of Max, who's ran onto the gravel, but he's managed to control it. 2.9 seconds now to his brother. Let's see what his pace is like. Oh, in 2:07.999. I know. He's fucking done it again, hasn't he? So, interestingly enough, before practicing earlier, Owen couldn't get out of a 2:08.8. That was his fastest lap time. So he's put a few hours in today. So he's already improving. But let's see if he's got the pace on his brother. Honestly, if you want to see what a Verstappen season, the first GT3 season between me and Oblivion, and Mikey as well was in the mix for that, was unbelievable. It was just me and Oblivion racing each other for a whole season. And obviously I just came out on top. Speaking to Oblivion earlier about it, and he was saying about how much he still fucking hates me for that season. He has nightmares about it. So, interestingly enough, it is A, getting dark, and B, no one's lapping into the low 207s at the front here. I mean, Andy just set a 2:08.8, Derek 2:08.5, Matt 2:07.9, Tom with a 2:07.5. So, interestingly enough, Odon's last lap was faster than Andy's last lap. Face Potter a tenth slower than his brother there in that last race. Carl up into 7th. He's had a fantastic drive so far, but he's going to put Face Potter under some pressure. He's dispatched of Max, Johnny, Mikey, and he's probably Mike's dispatched of himself, really, hasn't he? And Azus in 12th. Still under halfway through. If we go on board now with Tom and look at those grey clouds, now that is that's a sight for sore eyes, isn't it? Fucking hell, that's not good. I don't know how many of these boys have done a bit of wet practice. I can see how many of them are the best in the wet. Derek and Carl really experienced. Wonder if they'll be any good in the wet. It'll be interesting to see what the weather radar's like. I don't think I can check, so we're just going to have to wait. But it's getting very, very dark. Odon's picked up a 1 second penalty. This is not going to help him. Or with Dusty. Let's see how he is. Owen serves his penalty. That gap was 3.5 and it's now going to be 2. It's going to be 1. .1 the gap between these two then now. Carl right behind him as well. Luke's got to push to keep Carl away and he's got to push to get Owen. Owen's got to keep them all away. I wouldn't be looking behind him if I was him. And we got the front runners. Still here, Tom, 2.7 ahead. Matt Mann's, by the way, fantastic livery. I want to just admire this for a second. I'm sure I did. It's a trap. I love that. Very, very nice livery for you Star Wars nerds like me out there. So yeah. Is it going to rain? I really hope it bloody does. If I'm honest with you. Now, just because it rains in this race is not to say that it will rain in race 2 or 3 either. Matt's gone purple by 2/10 in sector 1. Sorry, Andy has. That's why he's caught up to right to the back of Max. Oh my god, Matt. There we go, got it right eventually. So, Tom Duval still leads. Water is wet. And Azus is in the pits. Azus has put on the intermediates. And those windscreen wipers are on. So Lee might not be able to rain here, but it bloody well is. Look at that, Lee, that's rain. And has Azus timed this perfectly? I think Azus has had an absolute masterclass here. So, let's see how the front runners are struggling. Tom Duval has got around just in time. Does he overshoot the corner though? No, he's alright. Andy behind, does he overshoot? Matt's had a nightmare somewhere. Andy's gone off wide. He'll pick up a penalty for that. Matt's coming in. Derek's coming in as well. The front four, I believe Tom's staying out. Tom's staying out for another lap. Oh dear, Tom. Well, that is drama. Wow. Okay. So, Tom's staying out. Now, that is interesting. And, well, that is why we don't stay out. FaZe Potter stayed out as well. And so has Dusty Fossil. I don't think he's bought the wet tyres. Max comes into the pits. Johnny Boy comes into the pits. Zom and Mikey are going to come into the... No, Zom, Mikey and Azus have already pitted. They are on the intermediate tyre. So, out the pits comes Andy. He's 17 seconds up the road. He's Tom Duval. He's just coming into the left-hander now. Andy's just coming around here. He's going to, that time's going to be dropping down, and Matt following him as well. Derek as well, close behind. FaZe Potter, he's Tokyo drifting round the corner. Carl couldn't see the rain. He has got a hat on. So Odon has got the intermediate tyres on, so he will finish above his brother for this race. Carl's had a nightmare as well. Zom, Max and Mikey, very good intelligent play from these boys at the back. Really, really good. Look at that. Johnny Boy's gone off on the hard tyres. Azus has picked up a place again. Needs to be more confident those intermediates. Can't feather it round too much. There's still traction there. So that means Carl, Johnny Boy, Tom Duval and FaZe Potter are the only ones to stay out. So Tom is now in 4th. Derek and Matt and Andy are going to help all the way up front. Right tyre at the right time, exactly that. Andy's already pulled 2 seconds in the rain. Is it going to stay? The windscreen wipers are no longer on, guys. I can tell you that now. Now the question is, will that dry line clear up? Windscreen wipers are definitely not on. It was just a quick shower. So could this throw some little bit of damage to those who are pitted, or is it going to help them still? I'm with Lennon on this one. It's their own fault. I did tell them to buy the wet tyres if they haven't bought them. Tom just can't turn that car. It just will not turn. Tom has lost a pit stop, but it's not raining anymore. The quicker this dries up, the better. Johnny boy, your hero, you still soldiering along? Andy goes across the line, start lap 9. Obviously it was just a quick shower. I didn't expect it to rain as heavy as it did. Lasted just a lap, the rain. Now look at it. Go on board, let's see. Just over intermediate conditions. Still the right tyre for it at the moment. Derek's got past Matt. I don't think he's very comfortable in this rain. Odon is in 4th. 9 seconds to Matt ahead of him. Who can find the most grip, the most traction on these dry lines? Andy seems to be doing a great job at the moment. Mikey's ran deep into the corner. And Zom has got past him. There we go. Fever the German telling Lee exactly how it rains in Germany. Tom Duval is in 8th. Stays out as well. Zeus is in 9th. This is going to be a good climb for him. Face Potter is staying out as well, as is Carl. I don't think these boys have the wet tyres. I did remind them, so they can't blame me. Andy, 2.6 in the lead. He's pulled ahead of Mattman and Derek. Derek has pulled ahead of Mattman by 1.8 seconds. Matt is just not confident in this rain by the looks of it. Odon's gained a second on him in that last sector. So Odon's pushing now. Good result for him if he can finish 4th. 13 seconds clear of the man behind him, Max. He's had a great race. Zom as well, fantastic recovery from him. 1 second behind Max now. And a lovely overtake on Mikey. Oh, a little bump on Max. I think that was a bit of lag on my end. Azus has got past Tom Duval. Now, I think that's the first time they've probably ever seen each other on track. Unless it's Azus getting lapped. Lee, I think you're right. I think even with the intermediates on a dry tyre, on a dry track, I think they're still faster than the dries on the wet. So I did remind these boys, so they're absolute donuts. So Azus 8th, Mikey in 7th, but Mikey, Zom and Max battling it out here. Go on board with Mike and watch this. This is for 5th, 6th and 7th position here. Max has gone wide, looking to sweep back and get a good run out of the exit. Zom and Mikey taking that inside line. Max got a really good run taking that wet line on the outside, getting a better run. See what he can do here. Do they get their braking points right? Zom, oh no, he's missed just his braking point. He's tapped the back of Max, but just to avoid him, as fair play to him, he's avoided him by diving away, which means there's just Max in front of Mikey here for P5. Mike will take a P5 after the start he had spinning in P11. So there we are. What can Mikey do here? This is why we love the onboard. It wasn't worth the gamble at all. The track is now drying, but is it drying quick enough? Definitely not. Mikey thinking twice about sending it. Zom did really well to fuck off and avoid that. Max is fine. Still with him up the front. Derek's pulling away from Matt, but he's closing in on Andy. Andy hasn't got a penalty, so he'll be alright. The hard tyre boy is still struggling out here. Mikey onto the curb, trying to get that nice straight arrow. He's flat out. Fair play to him. He's got a good run here. Not going to be able to get him into this zone. It's not an overtaking corner, this. Get a good exit and line it up for the straight. He might be able to get it. Does he do it? Zooming in. Super dry. It is indeed super wet, Mike. So, 6/10. Max has got a better exit though. He's not going to get him here. It is indeed. I think Lee's coming at us with some FTRL trivia here. Please feel free to explain, Lee. I'm a bit of a novice to this. Owen, can I just say, since the last time I checked on him, he was 8 seconds behind Matt. He's now 4.7, so he's closing the gap down. Does like the rain, Owen. Might not be the fastest, but he enjoys driving it. Last season finale, it was indeed, actually, wasn't it? It was indeed between these two boys. 1.6 is the gap out front now. What a race for Oblivion to miss. I'm sure he'll be happy. 4.4, 4.3. The gap's still coming down. 4.2. Ends had a great run out of that corner, gaining 3/10. Really good drive from him. I know I said I wouldn't give him air time, but this is good. That was a really good race. That was the best race we've ever seen as well, I reckon, for GT3 especially. Luckily the track's drying up for the hard tyre runners. So much so that Azus is actually being caught by Tom Duval. So Tom Duval might have lost the lead, but he might get Azus here. Zom 6 seconds after avoiding Mikey. Mikey still can't get past Max Def. He's got the right line, he's got the pace, he just can't find the overtake. Onto the curb, straighten the car out, try and get as much as we can get. So we've got as close as we can get to flat out. Touching the gravel, Mike's really abusing the track here, wants to use all of it, get as much grip as he can. So he's back inside, can he catch him? Runs wide to sweep back out. He's gone on the grass! He's overcooked it! He's overcooked it! He's round! Oh, oh, God. Zom's going to go past him. Say goodbye to Mike as we go round. Mike moves over, wave him goodbye. Oh, he's a donut, isn't he? He's such a fucking donut. On stream as well. Well, Mike, that's one for the history books. A 432nd spin. Everyone wave Mike goodbye, please. In the chat, let's wave him goodbye. And I did say he would catch him, and he has caught him. Tom Duval found those grip on the dries now. Wasn't worth him for it. Might get a Zeus and rescue in 8th place, but it's not going to be that first that he could have had. Yeah, Tom Duval's going to get him. Yes, love that, boys. Wave him by, wave him by. Right, so Andy leads, 1.1 second the gap. All it takes is a penalty, a track limits extension. Johnny Boy could be lapped here. Cheerio, cheerio, is this a library? Right, okay. I love the hyperspace look on Matt's car, it's great. Owen's gained a second in that last lap. He's closing it down. Can he get there in time? I don't think he will. The track's drying, that was his best mate. The rain. Max Def, middle of no man's land. Mikey is now on the back of Zom. He's got a plan for on his head. Got a plan for on his head. Barnsley home fans when they were being battered in League One. Fantastic scenes if you ever watched that. Is there a fire drill? It's one of my favourite ones as well. Sung that away at Wigan when we were 3-0 up. And Scott Hogan, James Chester, and I believe Albert Adoma scored for us. Aston Villa trivia for you there, away in the Championship days. Face Potter's in 11th. He'll be fuming. And Johnny Boy, he's still going in that West Ham livery. We want Moyes out, but we want Johnny Boy in. Fair play to him, he stuck it. Tough one for these four boys. Not a Zeus, he's just so slow that he's even got passed by Tom. So, anyway, Mikey, we're going to watch this. Let's see if he spins again. Feel like this could be interesting here. I'm keeping an eye on the top as well. It's flat out now. See if he can get the run into turn 1. Could this be a Mikey dive bomb? Mikey anxiously looks for this overtake. He really wants it. Tom's gone really wide, but used all the track. Good on him. No, he spotted it. So, I was going 4/10 on Matt. But I did say the rain really helped out on here. I think we'll be hoping for rain again. It was catching Matt. Caught 5 seconds actually now to Matt, but now it's drying up. Matt's finding his pace again on his intermediates. Derek 1.2 behind Andy. If you look closely in the distance as Andy comes around his corner, you can see Johnny Boy just up the road. So these two, 8/10 now, 1 lap to go once they finish this sector. Odon, still 3 seconds. 2 seconds down on his best, so the track is still slightly damp. Max Def, middle no man's land, but P5, he'll like that. Mikey, we have missed it, but he has got past Zom, yeah. Yeah, Owen, he's not the quickest in the rain, but he enjoys driving it, which I think helps. Yeah, I'm sure Johnny's wife is not very happy with him here. Let's see if Zom can get back at Mikey as well. We'll come back to this battle. Do like a Zom dive bomb. A dive Zom. 8/10. The gap between Andy and Derek. Derek has just found himself into slipstream range as he come around this corner. Is he going to be able to do it? He's got a good run. Andy's a bit squirmy on the exit. Derek dipping his tyres into the wet. Call him down. Hashtag Zombomb. Love that. Andy's not doing that. Let's see how's the braking for him. So we're on to the final lap. Andy leads by 8/10 to Derek. Now going to go back to 8/10 it is. Let's see what Derek can do as well. Matt 2.4 the gap now between him and Owen. He's had a nightmare somewhere. He's lost half a second. Max Def in 5th. Mikey has got 2 seconds to Zom. I think Zom's made a mistake somewhere. Tom DeVal is catching and quick. Zeus in 9th, Carl is in 10th, Face Potter in 11th, Johnny Boy in 12th. Can Andy hold off Derek here? He's a second ahead now. Let's see what he does. Oh, Derek's had a nightmare somewhere. I think I missed that. Might put him into the clutches of Matt, might not. There's no really close battles now on track. The closest will be Tom DeVal and Zom. Let's see what happens here. This is good. This is good. Andy Van Dyke. Didn't even see the full message, Lee, and I knew exactly who you were calling him. So, Tom DeVal, can he get towards Zom? Zom's defending hard. Really hard. In fact, so hard he's sent himself into the gravel. Yeah, he's got 20 seconds behind him, that's alright. Tom DeVal is in 7th. Slightly forcing Tom away there. Mikey's carrying on. Max in his own race. Odon really close to the leaders, so he showed great pace in this first race. Really, really good race from him. Matt, rain really stuffed his chances. Derek would be very unfortunate to make that mistake on the last lap. Matt's absolutely fucking sending it through these last corners. It didn't look clean at all, did it? But, you know, we'll let the stewards inquire about that. Most important thing is Tom got the move done, and here he is, the race winner. Andy, no practice, jumps on, gets the job done. The rain really helped him, helped Derek as well. Didn't help Matt, however, but it did help Odon. So that is your top 4. Andy, Derek, Matt, Odon. Max Def is 20 seconds down the road, coming around the final corner now. He'll take home P5. Mikey, what it could have been if he didn't have those 2 stupid spins. He's in P6. P6? P6. There you go, fucking hell. Tom is in P7. Zom in P8. Hard defending on Tom, but Tom gets it done. He catches 2 other racers, even with not pitting. Zeus will take a P9. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. Dusty, FaZe and Johnny. What a race to forget, really. So, fair play to the boys. They've got it all done. That's race 1 of 2 done. Race 2 is going to be underway. I'll give you the lowdown. I believe from what it is a full reverse grid from round 1. So Andy will start at the back, Johnny Boy, FaZe Potter will start, and Dusty will start in 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So that does mean FaZe Potter has a chance here of scoring some big points over Odom. That is the championship fight that is really close at the moment. And on top of that as well, we've got Tom Duval and Matt. Matt's gained a lot of points on Tom there. Tom won't be happy. Derek and Andy as well gaining points. So let's see, wonder where that will put them boys. Andy 9 points off Odon. And Derek is 203. Andy is on 177. Tom Duval's on 215. And Matt Man leads with 222. So, interesting this. Interesting. Johnny Boy crosses the line and ends it. A good race from all of you. Don't think. Oh, don't think. Okay, oh, sorry. I don't think Tom's very happy. I wouldn't be either. I did remind you, boys. I did remind you. Buy the bloody wet tyres. Buy them. Make sure you've got them for the next race and watch it not rain. As Mike is going to change it, but it's going to be a full reverse grid. So as much as Odom did really well to beat Luke and score some much needed points there, Luke's going to be starting P2 in this second race. Odom will be 4th down on the grid. I can't do the maths. I think that's 8th. So he'll have some climbing to do and he'll have some fast cars behind him. So let's see what he can do. Zeus was the first to pit for the wets as well, actually. Really small. One of the first anyway. It was Zeus, Zom and Mikey and Max, I believe, were the first to pit for the wets. Oh, bloody hell, Tom. You even have the wets and you've chosen not to use them, you absolute donut. I'm just going to message a bold man and see if the bold man's coming on. Boldy. So, as Owen sucks Lennon, your results. Just quickly run through them. Andy with a great win. Him and Derek really evenly matched. If it weren't for Derek's mistake, I think it would have been a lot closer of a finish. Matt, the rain really didn't help him there, but he had a good finish in the end in P3. Odon P4, really good race from him. Loves the rain, his little wet slut, as I would refer to him. Max, he's had a kid, he's had a baby, he's still 5th. What a fucking hero. Mikey in P6th. We get a higher for the newborn. I hope you teach it that, Max. Mikey P6, it's what could have been really for Mikey if he didn't have those 2 spins. Tom in P7, what it could have been if he'd put on the wet tyre. Zom P8, Azus P9, good result for him, all things considered. Carl, FaZe and Johnny, none of which had the wet tyres. And they've made up the back of the grid. Yep, Carl, what a race to fill in for, mate, in my opinion. So, as I said before, it's the reverse of round 1 that is the grid now. So let's get your let's get your predictions in early, boys, shall we? See what it could be. Could be an interesting one, and there could be a few winners here. Let's see how this pans out. So, things never go well when I have a good quali. Oh, you've had a bit of a nightmare, didn't you? You did have a bit of a nightmare. So, I think if we see the weather now, does the weather say anything? It doesn't say anything just yet. Nah, still can't see anything. Really weird. Oh well. yes, so if we could have some predictions. Obviously, it will be the reverse of the last, so it will be Johnny Boy on pole, Face Potter on second, completing the front row. Carl in third. I think Carl could have a good shout here of winning. Zeus in ninth. Zom will then be ninth. Oh my god, no, in fourth. Fifth will be Zom. Sixth will be Tom. Seventh, Mike. Eighth, Max. Ninth, Owen. 10th will be Matt. 11th, Derek. And 12th, excuse me, will be Andy. The question is, did Lee feed his cats tonight? Lee, could you please let everyone know we're very anxious to find out if you fed the kittens. Tom P6, that is a good shout, but he has got Derek, oh my god, Carl in front of him. So I'm gonna put my money on Carl to win. No disrespect to the boys behind him, but an experienced old head. Owen is lubed up with Vicks. He is indeed. He's a really poorly boy. No one cares. So let's get this underway. This could be a face potter masterclass if there is a mistake somewhere. Oh, I completely forgot that Carl is starting at the back because he's a reserve. So that does mean that Azus is P3. So it's a rolling start. Let's see what happens. Face Potter could really, really get a good result here. They're underway at the last race. 14 laps of the Nürburgring. Let's see what I can do. Johnny Boy leading the way. Luke's probably too close here to make a move. He's not though, he's tapped him. Stop the count, Johnny's leading. I agree. So, there has been an overtake at the back. I've just seen Max, I think, go past Odon. Oh, they're battling. There's battling up front as well. Tom and Zom. Obviously, they had a madness of a corner coming out of here. So, let's see what they can do. Zeus has pushed Tom a bit wide there, but just from snapping his car. So, Johnny Boy leads, Face Potter second. They fucked up into the distance. Zom, Tom and Azus are third, fourth and fifth. Mikey's there in P6. Now P7 as Max goes past him. Matt has got past there. He's ahead of Andy. He's ahead of Odon. So Matt can climb here. Andy's going to send it down the inside of Odon. Gets it done. Odon's looking for a switchback though. Gets blocked off, and now he's got Derek on his inside. He's falling back down the grid. Oh, there's a Zom round. And there's an Azus facing the wrong way. Azus has been reset. Let's see what he can do then. Fair play. At least the lads are still racing. Oh, Zom spun again. And Azus is past him. Azus has made an overtake. Johnny Boy still leads, but Face Potter's right alongside him. Tom Duval is catching. He is third now. He's cleared that traffic rapidly. So, Johnny Boy's going to defend. Face Potter's on the outside. He turns in, but Johnny's there. He gets the switch back. Might have pushed him. Could be one for the stewards to look at, but Tom Duval has took advantage of them two fighting. Tom Duval's going to go round the outside. Can he? No, he can't. So he's in the slipstream now, Face Potter. Is Luke going to defend this? He's got to. It's for the lead. Defend it, Luke. Defend it. Defend it. Defend it. He's not going to defend it. You donut. Tom's broke quite late. I think so is Johnny Boy. Yep. Face Potter's getting a good switch run, but Tom takes the lead. I think this could be a clear run for Tom now. He's got no one ahead of him. But that is another very dark cloud ahead. So the rest of the grid, Odon's up into 9th after Zom and Azus slip. Mikey's in 10th. I think Mike's had a mare somewhere. All of him's got to do, there's two very fast drivers ahead of him, just follow them. So 8th is Dusty Fossil. He's had a good start. Derek up into 7th as well. Max in 6th. Johnny Boy's dropped down to 5th. Andy's in 4th. Max has gone down the inside of Johnny as well. He's going to be swallowed here, I think, by Derek as well. He is. Yeah, Andy's up into 4th. Matt's up into 3rd with Face Potter ahead of him. What can Luke do? Can he keep going? Can he defend? As Tom's 1.8 seconds in the lead already. Face Potter is in second. Matt chasing him in third. Andy is in fourth. These boys have minced through the traffic. Max is in fifth. He's doing well. He finished their last race. He's got Derry behind him now. Let's see what he does. Carl's in seventh. Hopefully he's bought the wet tyres. Johnny Boy in eighth. It's fall from grace for him. Odon's in ninth. See what he's got. He's gone down the inside. It's a good move from Odon there. Capitalise on Johnny's misfortune there. Mikey's got past as well. Mikey's got the slipstream in of Owen. He's not going to go for the move. Owen's not going to defend it either. Zeus and Zom are very far behind in their own race. 2 points to the lead now for Tom Duval. Luke's still a second ahead of Mattman. Tom Duval with a 2:07.1. Luke sits at 2:08.1. Matt a 2:08.2. Andy a 2:08 flat. Derek a 2:09 flat. And the rest of the boys, I think they've been fighting. Rain, go away, come again another day, or is it rain, come? I'd love to see a bit of rain, see what that can do. I'm sure Tom will pit this time. Sam and then Zeus at the back. Mikey has made him another mistake somewhere because Johnny Boy's got past him again. I didn't catch that one on stream. I'd love to just be on board with Mikey for a whole race and just see what happens. But Odon's made his way up to 8th. His brother's in 2nd, but with Matt and Andy closing him down, Derek as well's there now. He's chasing him. They could end up being around each other again, fighting. Odon's just got to get onto the back of this pack here. He's a half a second up, but a 2:11.7's a really bad lap for him. So, Carl's in 7th. He's chasing down Max Steff in 6th. Derek's managed to dispatch of him. It's now up to Carl to do the same. So what's going to happen here then? There's someone wobbling in the background. It is the blue car of Andy. Matt's down the inside. Lovely on the inside of the curve again. Oh, he's so quick through there. So quick. You get the right line, you can go flat out. Luke misses the apex. Matt clips it. Gaining a bit more time. Go on board with Matt. Has he got a good run through here? He has indeed, and if we look on board with Matt, that's a very, very big grey cloud ahead. How many laps will it be till this pours down? 6/10 the gap. 1.8 between Matt and Andy. 1.5 between Matt, Andy and Derek. Tom 2.9 in the lead now. Matt's had a very good run out of the two. The final chicane? Yes. Kerber Grande. Matt's had a really good line through there. Luke's had a poor exit. He ran very deep into the corner. Andy in the Matt in the slipstream, but 2:08 flat. It's not the lap times he needs to be setting. Tom with a 2:07.1 and a 2:07.3. He is piling away. Alright, okay, so Andy's 2.6, 2.4 after that. I'm sure it's going to go back up. Matt's right on the back of Luke. It needs to rain. We'll stay on board. I want to see when this rain hits. I think it could be this lap, you know. It's very, very close, isn't it? Gap behind. That's 2:10 sub. That's exactly what he needs. That's the sort of pace he needs. Luke's very narrow into that corner. Means he's going to run very deep. He's all right though. He's all right. He's managed to save it. But Andy is catching. 8/10 that gap was last lap. 1.8. Gained 8/10 in a lap. 2:07.4. Great lap from Andy. Matt really needs to catch Luke and get past him now. If he wants to stop himself, because what Luke needs to do is keep backing Matt into Andy. I don't think he's doing it intentionally, but it's working. Tom's about 4 seconds up the road. Max Deff. He's got Derek behind him. He's overtaken Derek somewhere. Derek didn't have a mistake. I don't know. It's a good overtake from Max, I think. And these three boys have got Owen in the background as well, still fighting. Johnny Boy, Mikey, and Zeus, and Zom, who is catching the Zeus, who will get him anyway because he's got a 1 second penalty. So let's see. Matt has lost time and he's now backed into Andy, who's in the slipstream. Luke's doing really well here, really well. It would be a brown ale, Newcastle brown ale, instead of champagne. Geordies don't do champagne. Ale, lager, and probably a lot of nights out in Pop World. So, it's got a good battle here for second. The final 2 podium spaces. Matt really needs to get rid of phase 2 laps ago, really, and he hasn't. And now because of that, Andy's right on the back of him now. Max has gone deep into that corner. Derek's going to get the switch back, and I think so is Carl. Carl's going to go wide, looking to switch back inside. Going to follow Max's line because Derek's gone really wide, but he has got the better line. Derek's gone wide and gone around the outside. It's a fantastic move. Max goes narrow. Carl goes wide. Is that going to be a penalty for Max? I'm a bit worried it is. It is going to be a penalty for Max. That's going to give Carl the breathing room. Owen needs to get right onto the back of this, which he has done. He has gained a lot of time here. So that half-second penalty could drop Max behind Odon as well as Carl. Owen just needs to stay on the back of this pack. Johnny Boy's picked up a penalty as well. He's got Mikey behind him, so Mikey will get a position there. Mikey needs to do better here, won't mind me saying. Just this consistency, he needs to stop spinning. 2 minute 20 on lap 1 is not the best. Tom's about 4.8 seconds in the lead. 2 tenths now the gap, 2 tenths. We'll go on board, we'll watch it from Andy. .206.8 the fastest lap. Andy's right up the back now of Matt. He's going down the inside into this corner. Matt should have a better run here. They've both got good runs. Let's see what we can do. Go on board with Matt. You still can't see Andy on that right hand side. Oh, Matt's run a bit deep into that corner and he's going to get the switch back. He's going to get it done. He has got it done. We did say Matt needed to get rid of Luke and needed to build a gap to Andy. But Matt's coming back. He's got the switch back. Has he got the pace? Side by side down the back straight. The main straight, sorry. Not the back straight. The main straight. Going into turn 1. Matt's got the inside line. Andy didn't go down to cover. Face Potter's now got 1.1 seconds. This is exactly what Luke needed. Exactly what Luke needed. Just under halfway through the race. They've both had a better exit into turn 1 though than Luke has. They've gained 4 tenths. Matt keeps it. Really good driving from Matt and Andy there. Luke just needs this to keep happening between these two. Carl has dispatched of Max. Derek has dropped behind him. I don't know what's happened there, and Odon's fell off the back as well. These were really close, obviously. This time last lap, the same straight, the same sector. Mikey 3.5 seconds, he did get past Johnny Boy. Let's see what can happen here. Right, so 5.7 the gap up front. Tom looks okay. Providing there's no rain, this should be an easy win for Tom. Luke 6 tenths ahead. He needs to push now. He needs to find every little bit of pace that he's got. He needs to get into those 207s to keep Matt behind him. He's not. He's 3 tenths down in sector 2. 3. 2 I think. Schumacher S's, they're through, they're flat. Andy P4 still hasn't caught up into the back of Matt enough to get an overtake done. Overtaking and slipstream. So what's going to be his best friend here, but the slipstream of Luke is going to help Matt as well. The thing is, the slipstream is not as powerful as it should be, as I think in these Group 4s, much better in the Group 3s. Which means you need to be really, really close. 3 tenths is a big enough gap to defend from. Is he going to get the slip? Is he going to get a better exit into this corner? He did last lap. Matt seems to have navigated that really well. Andy's done really well there as well. But again, the gap has stayed the same. Lucas does 6. Shoe mathematics. We absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Carl, 4.3 seconds. We need to watch this gap because with these boys fighting ahead of them, Derek's got past Max again. These boys fighting in front of them, it could be impressive. So, Odon really needs to dispatch of Max as quick as he can. He's half a second quicker that lap, 208 flat. Hasn't registered it, but it is a 208 flat. And the rest of them, Matt and Andy, side by side into the turn 2. Luke needs to stop looking behind him. I can tell he's doing it. Just go, Luke, put the foot down. This is great for him. He's going to be buzzing with this result after what happened last race. He really needed a big point score this race to stay ahead of Odon in the championship. He's only there because he was there before him. Mattman and Andy go wide, looking for a better exit. Luke touches the gravel a bit. He's going to gain. Going to go on board with Andy. Going to watch, see what happens here. Mattman breaks very early. Andy gives him a bit of a love tap, just give him a kiss goodnight. Andy goes down the inside with that love tap. He has tapped him wide, but Matt's going to have the inside for the Schumacher S's. Andy bails early to get the switch back. Oh, he can't get it done. Matt blocks it perfectly. Really good defending from Matt and driving from Andy. Bloody face Potter just needs to get a move on. Fucking move, Luke. Move. Right, so Luke won't listen to me and won't get a move on, okay? Alright, but if he doesn't get a move on, Andy gets past Matt, I feel like Luke will be caught very instantly. But if Matt and Andy keep fighting, they're not going to catch Luke. There is half the race distance to go, so there's more than enough time still. Carl has gained a second on the boys ahead. 2.9 now. Oh, he's bunny hops over that curb. And he's brought a wee Scottish man with him as well. So if those boys keep fighting, they'll find themselves in a four-way, not a two-way. Now, we do like two-ways and we do like four-ways, but preferably not on track. Owen and Max Steph still going at it. They're still close. Mikey's in a bit of no man's land. He's 5 seconds behind Owen, 4 seconds ahead of Johnny Boy. Zom, after his nightmare in lap 1, he's 7.9 behind Johnny Boy. Zeus 5 seconds behind Zom. Tom Duval leads, 8.2 the gap. Oh, there's a lot of fighting here. Andy's down the inside of Matt, but Matt will have the inside for the next corner. He doesn't get it. Andy's got past him. He's gone really wide though. And Luke's gone narrow. Andy might get a penalty for this. Not too sure. We'll stay on board. He's got away with it. He has got away with it. It's a great overtake from Andy there. Didn't catch the first part of it. Do apologise there. Matt, you can thank me later. Matt's got to stay on the back of Andy now. When he goes past Luke, he's got to make sure he follows through with him. So this is the uphill battle Luke's got now. He's got Andy, who has got the most race wins this season in GT3, and Matt, who is leading the championship at the moment, behind him. 9.6 the gap up front between Tom and FaZe. Carl has indeed gained another second. The longer they stay behind FaZe Potter, I don't think it's going to be much longer. Andy's alongside. Luke's got the inside line, showing Andy wide. Andy's going to dive down the inside. No, Luke covers it off. Bit of a tap. Andy's going to get the slipstream, tucked behind. 1/10 the gap. Look how close they are. Andy's going to go to the inside, but it's going to be the outside for the second one. Has Luke got the balls to go side by side through this corner? Let's have a look. Can't get the right camera. Andy backs out, looks for the switchback. Good defending from Luke, that is. Good defending from Luke. Matt is still there. But again, this fighting. Carl is now less than a second behind Matt. He's in fact nearly half a tenth. So this has become... He's dragged the wee Scottish man with him as well. Not only that, Odon can now see his brother leading this huge train of cars. This is going to be a fantastic end. Luke has got 7 tenths to Andy behind him. I do apologise for the boys at the back, but you're boring me. I'm watching this. Mikey's name tag is a double bluff. There are 2 drivers swapping seats in the pit stops in Le Mans races. Yes, I do believe you are right. So, 8 tenths. The fighting between Matt and Andy is just not doing them any justice at all. 5 seconds there to Carl, and now there's half a second. Derek's run really wide there. He might pick up a penalty there. So here they are. Andy's going down for the move on the inside. Luke breaks later, gets it defended as well, and he hugs the inside really well for the following corner. Really good defence from Luke. He's ran wide using all the track. The longer Andy stays behind Luke, the more Andy is at risk of dropping down. Luke's doing a fantastic job. I know I've said about wanting out for the boys behind and about talking about these and how well they've done. Luke's been fantastic fantastic today. It's going through the Schumacher S's. He's flat. He's flat out. Flat like a woman with no boobs. And he tucks in behind. See, he's weaving. He wants that overtake. Luke's gone really wide there though. But Andy's on the outside. Luke's got a good run. Flat out. He's already on the power. It's good defending from Luke. Tom's having a lovely race. I can imagine this, when you go to the Top Gear test track and the Stigs listen to some really calm country music. So as you can see, there is the 4 cars. 5 cars even. And Odon has got past Max Def somewhere. I think Max picked up a penalty there. 2 tenths now, Face Potter and Andy. Andy, look at that, 207.209. Then he caught up to the back of Luke and he hasn't got out the 208. Really needs to get past him here. This is a proper train. And he's not going to go down for the inside here. He's going to sit behind him. Luke defends that really well. Good corner from Luke. Luke needs to hold the inside here, but Andy's going for it. But Luke defends it again. Shuts the door on him, saying, no, you can't come past. I'm a Liverpool fan and I'm really upset. And I want this P2. Because I couldn't get it in the Premier League. That's exactly what it is. So, Matt, Carl and Derek are still there. Odon's 5 seconds behind, but 4 laps to go and these boys are going to fight. Andy's gone down the inside of Luke, but he's going to have the inside corner. Andy's got it done, hasn't he? He's gone around the outside. He has indeed. Andy's finally got past Luke. Luke's still got P3 here. Andy's going to probably fuck off into the distance here. Matt's going to look for the inside line here. He is. Luke goes wide. A bit of contact. Luke goes really wide there. Matt goes past as well. Luke's lost 2 places in 1 straight. From first corner to end corner of that straight, he lost 2 places. He did so well to defend from these for 10 laps. So well, but now he's got Carl right behind him. And Carl's going to send it down the inside. Luke's got the traction though on the exit. Carl looking for a switch back here. Derek's with him as well. So, V4 for Luke. This is going to be great for Odon. Really, really good news for Odon. If Carl and Derek can get past him. Carl sent it down the inside. Oh, the contact. Front left of Luke touches the rear right of Carl. But Carl has got the move done, so Luke's lost 3 places. I think his head's gone. He's done so well for 10 laps to keep those boys at bay. Really good defending, hard defending, but fair. And really well now. The last person to get past him is Derek, and then behind that is his brother. So as it stands, Odon will jump him in the championship. He really needed that P2, especially after how race 1 went. So, Derek really, really narrow there, half a second, but Carl's had a bit of a wobble out of turn 1, and Luke's going to try and answer back for Carl's overtake. Luke's sniffing. Got a yellow car behind him and a goose in front of him. He's gone really over the track limits there. Is he going to pick up a penalty? He does. Luke picks up a penalty. That's going to release Derek. That might put him into the grasp of Odon. Like we said, this is the championship battle for 4th and 5th between these 2 boys. Same points, equal points heading into this race as Max Def is wide in the background. And Mikey, who was 5 seconds behind these boys, has now overtaken Max and is 1.6 behind Odon. 3 laps to go. Wow. What a race. So Luke still is ahead of Derek, but that will be until the penalty line on the back straight before the chicane. To go through the Schumacher S's, Luke is very narrow. He hasn't decided to use all the track on the right. Carl is pulling away. Andy, 1 second, 1.1 to Matt. Matt's got 1.2 to Derek, to Carl, sorry, and Carl has got just under a second to Face Potter, who's going to have a penalty. It's going to slow down. So, Derek's now got to catch back up with Carl. Luke serves the penalty. Luke did pull a gap on him, but it's not going to be enough. Luke goes half defensive, half not. He couldn't make his mind up. Derek goes past. calm and collected, but Luke's got a very good run out of that chicane. And he's going to go down the inside. He thinks twice about it. Didn't lose too much time to his brother though, so that's good. And he didn't get a good exit out of that final corner because he went for the move and bailed out of it. No rain though. Seemed to be in the clear. Max Def. I think he had a couple of penalties. Mikey's managed to get past him. Mikey's had a much better race. Look at that. The last 4 laps all in the 2:07s. This is what we need, Mike. This is what we need. Not a 2:20 on lap 1 and a 2:12 on lap 3. Come on, mate. Come on. 1.1 to Odon, so he could be catching here. Odon could be going the wrong way around the field. Wrong way around the field, wrong way down the field. Luke's slipping and sliding all over the place. He's driven so hard. So hard. 10 laps. Just unlucky right at the end there, really. Here's Derek. 1.7 to Carl. Carl is 1 second to Matt, and Matt is 2 seconds to Andy. Andy's flying away. In fact, Andy's gained 2 seconds on Tom Duval. Tom Duval's at 2:10.7 last lap. And that's where the 2 seconds have come from. Yeah, the sub-driver is doing brilliant since it switched to Mike. Mike gave the controller to his bird, his wife, and now his wife is driving. She's phenomenal. It was a brilliant defence from Luke. It really was, guys, and I know we all wanted him to hold him off. A proper Haas drive from himself, but it's all right. There's still a battle to be had, I think, between Matt and Carl. Andy's 1.1 ahead, but he's picked up a penalty. That could be crucial. Andy's lost a second in that last sector. Andy picked up a penalty. That will, if the gap stays the same, drop him behind Matt again. P2 could still be on. FTRL just KTH. It is indeed. So, Face Potter's picked up a penalty and he's only half a second behind Odon now. So not only could Odon have beat him in the first race, he could beat him in the second after such a glorious first 10 laps for Luke. It's really come crumbling down, and that's going to put him behind Mikey if it stays this way as well. Oh dear, Luke. From riches to rags, not rags to riches for Luke tonight. Hasn't had the best of nights here at the Nürburgring, but this is the battle as well. 1 second separates Andy and Matt. I'm sure Andy will be pushing like a madman this lap. Matt will be trying to keep it calm, keep that gap just at a second. Carl's there sniffing as well. Like he does. Not in a weird way, he just likes the aroma of men. Derek, P5, he's 2.1 seconds behind, really got held up behind Face Potter there, but here we are as well, so we'll keep on board with the boys at the front. We'll just have a quick look. Odon has managed to fuck himself up as well. He's picked up a 1 second penalty, which is going to drop both of these boys behind Mikey. And this could really, really hurt Odon. Not in terms of the championship, he should be okay to go ahead of Luke tonight, but we just want that bit extra points. Oh, there's an attack at the back, and Zeus has made an overtake. He has indeed made an overtake. Zeus has overtaken somebody. This is heroic from the man himself. They've both got themselves pinned. Brilliant. Right, so Matt 1.9 behind Andy. I think Andy's managed to pull out enough of a lead here. He's done really, really well there, Andy. Carl was looking for a move on Matt. Thought better of it. Carl's had a poor exit out of there. So the gap stays the same after the penalty. Really good job from Andy there. So Mikey's got past Luke and he's got past Odon. I don't know where Azus and Zom are going, but there is. Look at it! It is a battle! Yes, Azus going wide. Oh, he tries to turn in. Zom's there, but he's got a good run. What an overtake through the Schumacher S's. We'll go on board with Zom. He tucks back into the slipstream, but he goes against it. He's like, no, I want this position. Azus too kind there, giving him too much room. Azus going for a switchback. Oh, he's got it. Oh, look at these boys go. Zom's going to have the inside. We know how this is going to go. Harry needs to come across and cover that inside line. Zom's going to send it. I know he is. He's going to send it. He sends it. He has made the corner, but Harry's going to get the switch back. No, he's not. Oh, Zom keeps the position. Oh, Harry's gone down the inside because Zom's gone wide and Harry's got it done. Oh, good racing from these boys. The gaps at the front are fine. This is the battle we want to watch. This is why we watch GT3. Zom looking down the inside, brakes later than Jesus. Jesus brakes early, Zom holds it on the exit, but Jesus looks for the switchback and he's going to go wide again. Zom on the inside and Jesus round the outside. What an overtake! What an overtake! Zom's going down the inside, Jesus loses a bit of traction. And Jesus go over the switch again. Are they going to go wide again? They're not going to go wide again. Zom's gone really wide though. Is Zom going to get a penalty for that? Or has he officially got it done? Oh, Zeus gone wide. Oh, and that is it. But Tom DeVal wins by 8 seconds. Great drive from Tom. Thoroughly deserved. Good shout there, whoever called Tom. In the chat, a 2:06.3 for Andy in the final lap. Matt with a 2:07, he comes home in P3. Carl in P4, good drive from him from last to fourth. Derek P5, Mikey P6, Face Potter holds off his brother in P7, but that won't be enough in the championship as Odon will jump him. Max Def comes home in P9. Johnny Boy, solid drive from him. P10. Zom and Harry are still going at it. Zeus down the inside. Zom's now looking for the switchback, but he's on the outside for the next corner. Zeus has got the inside. Zom breaks later. Zeus gets the better traction. Who's going to get this one? Oh my God, we're here. Right, we are present. Put on a show for us, boys. Zeus in the slip. He's looking for a Zom mistake. Zom's gone really deep. Zom's messing up and Zeus has got him on the final corner. What a fucking overtake! Racing from these boys. They're 12th and 11th and they're going gung-ho, but Zeus has gone wide. I think Zeus has let him through. I don't know what he's done. He's had an absolute nightmare. Oh, he's in front of the line. Zom's going to get him. Oh, I think Zeus felt bad. I think there was contact and he has let Zom win. Wow. Wow, what a race, and what a night of racing. So there's your race winner. Sorry to skip over it, Tom. Tom wins, 8 seconds in the lead, got ahead of the traffic really early on. And that gave him the time to build, and he can thank Luke for that. Really can thank Luke for that. Andy comes home in P2 with a phenomenal lap of a 2:06.3. Matt in P3. It'll be Carl P4 reserving, coming from last to fourth. Really good job. Derek P5, Mikey P6 again. What could have been? Face Potter in 7th, Odon in 8th. Odon will jump him into the championship after smashing him in the first race. Max will get P9, Johnny Boy P10, and Zom and Azus putting on some fantastic entertainment for us at the back of the grid for the last 2 laps. Brilliant. Hats off to Luke though for those 10 laps of fantastic defensive driving. And that is, I believe, it for tonight. So, boys, thank you so much. Make sure you like the stream. Share it with your family members, the weird uncle and that awkward neighbour who comes out and smiles at you but doesn't really know your name. Any reports from the boys in the chat, listening, send them to Tom, send them to me. Let's get it done ASAP. GT3, you've been incredible. Stream, thank you so much for tuning in. Been like 23 of you for like roughly the whole stream. So thank you for the support, thank you for talking, and I have been the oven, and the oven is out. See you later. Oh, but make sure to tune in tomorrow for the other days. No, the commentary's not as good, but yeah, it'll be there, don't worry. Nice one. See you later, guys.